Big Production.
Yo, what is poppin'? We're looking at Galaxy Digital Holdings. I'm going to bring this up real quick. Also, Happy New Year, motherfuckers. So, right, I posted this on X. If you're not following me on X, you're doing yourself a financial disservice. Okay, anyways, look how many drawbacks there were on Galaxy in this last bull market, right? We had a 40% pullback, 53% pullback over a bunch of weeks here, 29%, whatever, 30%, 40%, 35%, 41%. And then there was a large pullback here before we had one last rally. I believe this right here was around a 60-something% pullback, right? This is a volatile ass stock. And I'm sure I don't have to be telling a lot of you guys this. You guys have been through the trenches with me. This is more so for the newbies who are just getting into Galaxy or who think they understand, but they actually don't. This is going to be a wild ride. For real. This is going to be crazy. So I think it's really important that we just stay patient. All the bullish catalysts here are lined up for us. It's literally just a matter of time. Bitcoin ETFs, more so specifically the Invesco Galaxy ETF. I think that's huge, especially with now rumblings on X. Again, if you're not on X, get on X. There's so much alpha and there's so much smart people chatting in the space, bringing up very interesting points. Like, for example, Galaxy being a market maker for Invesco. Some bullish catalysts like the Invesco Galaxy ETF being the only Bitcoin ETF out of all of them that's offering no fees for the first, I think, 6 months or some shit like that. Or $500 billion, $5 billion assets under management. Now, these are all small things that, again, Novogratz he's playing chess. This boy's playing chess. So I think all the catalysts are lined up, right? The ETFs, the Bitcoin halving, that's a supply shock, potential demand shock. What else do we got? And I like how Novogratz is slowly sprinkling in more talk about this, but the NASDAQ uplisting for Galaxy Digital, that would be massive. Because for the most part, there's a bunch of sideline money, big money, that's just waiting for this. So what we need to pay attention to is just staying focused to the main trend, which to me, it looks pretty obvious. But we're in a clear uptrend. The weekly 8 EMA is something we're going to have to use. Again, look at this previous bull market. Look at the 8 EMA. It's used strongly as support here. That's all we're looking for here, right? We had from November 2021 to December 2022 in a bear market, right? If you're counting from here, from May 2022, we've been under $9 and we've been going sideways in this range for like 480 days plus, right? You can call it 560 trading days. Now you want to be bearish? Dog, are you nuts? It's not the time for that now. Right now, it's buy the dip zone. That's exactly what it is. So we had a small pullback. And the reason why I say it's a small pullback is because if you look at some of these other names in the space, Iris Energy had like a 30% pullback over 3 days. Right now, what we're seeing on Galaxy, this is a 15-16% pullback. And to me, it looks pretty obvious. All we're doing potentially in the next few weeks is retesting this $8.30 to $9 zone. Again, I don't think it's going to happen, but the only reason why I mention it is because if you look at this pullback here, back in, and again, it's not the same market, I understand that. This took like 9 weeks to regather this pullback, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks to break out of that pullback here. And that seemed to happen after a strong rally, but it led us into something bigger. Would you be able to withstand potentially 5 to 10 weeks of going sideways in this base, creating a large pattern, whether it's an ascending triangle, a large weekly bull flag. All we're really doing is creating a higher low. Would you be able to handle the next few weeks developing that pattern in this base before we get this massive move to the upside? When you're looking at the log scale, to me, like if we, like, let's just throw this out here, right? October. Let's make it a little bit sooner. September. It doesn't seem like a $25 to $30 galaxy is far away. We could literally right now just be setting up a pattern that looks something like this. And it's crazy to see this, but it might potentially happen where we have this zone acting as resistance and we develop a base into this area before we get this breakout, leading us $23, $30. That's what we're looking at, and it could be happening fast. So that's the breakdown here on Galaxy Digital Holdings. I'm bullish as all fuck.